Hi, I'm Bianca and welcome to my Bookworm Sanctuary. So first things first, I apologise about the glare. Just got myself a new stand and ring light, but all you can see is the stupid light in my glasses. I suppose I could take off my glasses, but I can't see you. Well, I sort of can, but not very well. So I apologise about the glare in my glasses, but yeah. And I also want to apologise there was no video last week. Unfortunately, I had a family emergency thing, so I do apologise. So I'm back though. So with my books read in January, I just wanted to give you a quick rundown of the stats. So I do apologise if I look down a little bit. But with my stats, I read 14 books in January, and one of those was a DNF. And there was 4,722 pages read. Out of them, there was one Rockstar, which was a DNF, one Omegaverse, one Alien Sci-Fi, and 11 Paranormal. And then out of those as well, there was 4 audio, 5 physical, and 5 ebooks that I read. 9 of those were new reads and 5 of them were rereads. And then I also had 1 3-star, 2 4 stars, and 10 5 stars. So pretty happy with that. And basically with my books, I read I Married a Naga. So I Married a Naga, I rated this one 4 stars. Absolutely enjoyed it immensely. This one is the second book in the Primating Agency. I kind of read these out of order by accident. I quite enjoyed this one. Serena accidentally does something, well, not does something. Serena accidentally is caught in a place she shouldn't be, and basically to save her life, she's got to marry Zara. Was his name? Yeah, Zara. So it's just her like trying to figure out how to plop herself in their culture. And I mean, they're lizard people, they've got a tail. So I really enjoyed it. I really enjoy all 3 of these actually. I think I'd probably rate I Married a Birdman just slightly higher, but yeah, I Married a Naga. Really enjoyed that one. And then in January, I wanted to read The Immortals After Dark. So I have read most of them up to Shadow's Claim. So I haven't, no, not Shadow's Claim. What's the other one? Shadow Seduction. So I hadn't read Shadow Seduction and Wicked Abyss, but I've pretty much read all of the others in The Immortals After Dark. So Munro was coming out in January, late January, as most of us are probably aware. And I really wanted to read that, but I wanted to do a bit of a reread of the series. And I'd already reread up to Lothair last year. So, yeah, I basically wanted to do some rereads. So because I didn't actually read Untouchable last year, I decided I wanted to read it in January. So this one, I only read Untouchable. So I didn't read Gina Showalter's book. But I read Untouchable. This one's about Daniela, the Ice Maiden, and another Roth brother, Murdoch. And I really love the Roth brothers. They're probably up there with the McGreeves. Like, yeah, he's pretty cool. Murdoch is known as the Rake, I guess. You can tell I'm reading a lot of freaking historicals. He's a bit of a man-whore, known as that. And he comes across Daniela, and I really enjoyed this. This was more of a short story, and Danny can't be touched because she's Ice Fae and, or part Ice Fae. She's also Valkyrie, and because of that, she can't be touched and is being hunted by Ice Fae, and Murdoch sort of comes to her rescue and helps her out. And yeah, it's fantastic because it is. But yeah, Untouchable, I read that one. Rated it 5 stars. And then I read Lyric and the Heartbeats. I actually don't have that physically. I read that one as an ebook, rated it 4 stars. Oh, I rated Untouchable 5 stars. So Lyric and the Heartbeats I rated 4 stars. It's part of the Sweet Verse series with Catherine Moon. So Lola and the Millionaires 1 and 2, and Baby and the Midnight Howlers, and Baby and the Late Night Howlers, and Bad Alpha. They're Catherine Moon's books, and Lyric and the Heartbeats is in the same universe, but they're not really intertwined with Catherine Moon's books, if that makes sense. But this one's about Lyric, and she's a singer who basically needs a band for her first ever tour. It's reverse harem, Omegaverse. So she's an Omega, and there's alphas and betas and la 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 la. And I really enjoyed this. I mean, it was enjoyable. I rated it 4 stars, but at the same time, there was nothing overly memorable about the book. It was just Lyric figuring out how to get her band or her new band to mesh with her. And anyway, it was really good. I did enjoy it, but something about it. And then I actually think I saw Brie from In Love and Words. It was someone. I saw someone talk about Smash and Grab, and I'm almost certain it was Brie, but I could be wrong. Anyway, saw her talk about it, decided to read it. It's very short. romance, dinosaur shifters. So I actually didn't think I'd enjoyed this as much as I did. Like, definitely 5 stars. Very funny. Dalton is a hoot, and Simon is just so cute. And basically, Simon's a paleontologist who gets in some trouble when some dinosaur bone thief people basically want to steal this dinosaur egg Simon's working on, and Dalton comes in and rescues Simon, and they go on this crazy little adventure and fall in love. It's so cute. I loved it. Really surprised me. Obviously, I bought the physical book because I loved it so much. Plus, it was like $9, so why not? That was 5 stars. And then I went back into my Immortals After Dark. Shadow's Claim. Loved this. Trehan would do absolutely anything for Bettina, and Bettina basically gets into some trouble. And then her guardians basically decide that they're going to do like a competition for her, to marry Bettina, and for the throne, because she happens to be the princess of this demon realm. She's half demoness, half sorcerer, and has this obsession with Caspian, her best friend, who she thinks she's in love with. Spoiler alert, she's not really in love with him. But Trehan, he's Prince of the Dacian, the hidden vampire, full-bred vampire race that hide in their secret city in the mountain. Anyway, he comes across Bettina because he's basically hunting Caspian. Comes across Bettina, realizes pretty straight away she's his fated mate, and he decides to enter the competition for her, to marry her and for the throne. And the way Trehan is just straight away so devoted to Bettina, and everything about her is the bee's knees, is just fantastic. Oh, God damn it. I'm so sorry. This ring light is really starting to piss me off. Anyway, Bettina and Trehan basically have to go through the competition, and I really don't want to tell you more, but yeah, I obviously rated this 5 stars. It was a reread, read it before, sort of had forgotten a majority of it, but as I was reading, most of it came back to me and I realised why this is one of my favourites. And then I read McCreeve, another 5-star, obviously. All the Immortals After Dark are 5 stars for me. All-time favourite books. Kresley Cole can do no wrong as far as I'm concerned. This one has trigger warnings for child molestation, child stuff. So be aware of that. But McCreeve is part of the twins, Munro and McCreeve, Munro and Julian. It's the reason why we call him McCreeve, because no one can pronounce his name, me included. And he's been through a lot of shit. He had a really fucked up childhood, and then he was recently captured by the Order and tortured. So he's known as Head Case now, but he's also known as Hot and Hotter. Him and his brother Munro, they're identical twins, and basically this is about McCreeve finding his fated mate, Chloe, but Chloe is the daughter of Webb, who is the dude in charge of the Order. So McCreeve straight away, more or less, puts that aside, doesn't blame her for the fact of who her father is. But other factors come into play pretty quickly, and he has a lot of hang-ups because of his childhood, which is fair enough. And it's him and Chloe trying to figure it all out. Look, he does treat Chloe a little bit like shit, but I can see why he does. And once he realizes Chloe's for him, he gets on board. So yeah, really loved this McCreeve, and with McCreeve, it gives you a bit of insight into Munro, especially the ending. So you kind of do need to read this to sort of understand Munro a bit. Again, 5 stars. And then I went back into mathematics and I read Sink or Swim. With Sink or Swim, it's the second book. Again, romance. I rated that one 5 stars as well. And that one was about Baha and Jackson. And Baha is like this grumpy dinosaur shifter. And they basically have got to go on this cruise for reasons and pretend that they're fire engaged. And it's just so sweet. And Jackson is a shifter too, but yeah, I don't want to tell you what he is, but it was just so fantastic. But I actually did a impromptu vloggy thing about the series actually, and a bit of a book haul. I think I'll link it in a card or something. Anyway, I talked a little bit more about the series there. So Sink or Swim, and then I read King and Queen, and that was book 3. And that one was about Royal and Blaze, and it was just fantastic. And King and Queen was fantastic. I really enjoyed that one. Excuse me. Pardon me. Sorry about that. And then, what did I say? Did I tell you about King and Queen? Yeah. King and Queen, Royal and Blaze, really, really good. Road trip sort of thing with that one. The whole series is really quick, actually. Really, really quick. So I really enjoyed it. And then I read Her Donut Shifters by Mia Harlan. That was a 3-star read for me. There's like 25 pages. There's nothing to it. I actually think I saw Steph from Novelty Corner talk about them. We'll talk about it. So I thought, I'll check it out. It was just quick donut shift of fun. It was strange, but it was alright, nothing memorable, nothing too bad either. So, and then I went back into Immortals After Dark, Sweet Ruin. This one is about This one's about Jo and Rune, and Jo is interesting. She's got amnesia a bit, doesn't really remember where she's from, has a half brother. No, sorry, has a brother that she didn't abandon, but she sort of had no choice but to leave him. Anyway, she's all of a sudden thrown into this shit in the law. Like, she always thought she was just like a ghost, but she never really realized who she was. And she runs into Rune, who is part of the Moria. But, anyway, part of the bad guy alliance thing. And he's known as the Archer. And it's just, Jo's brother is, we've seen him before, and I don't again want to tell you who he is, but it's really interesting actually. I really liked where Jo came from. And yeah, this was another reread for me. 5 stars, obviously. And I don't really want to tell you much more. And then Taut Strings. Taut Strings is actually the DNF. As you can see, there's still a bookmark in there. I actually only read 50 odd pages of this. I haven't DNF'd it totally. I just sort of put it down for now. Honestly, I think I got distracted with Immortals After Dark, as you do. And then, what else did I read? I read Dark Sky, another Immortals After Dark book. This one's about Lanthe and Thronos. Lanthe is Sabine's sister, and really loved this. The Varenkas, whatever they're freaking called, his people are like angels, kind of. Got a bit of a stick up their bums, you know, everything's got to be done a certain way. And Thronos and Lanthe have a very complicated past. If you've read the other books in the series, you sort of know a little bit that, you know, Thronos' family killed her parents, and Lanthe crippled Thronos, so before he reached immortality, so now he's stuck, scarred and in pain. So yeah, and it starts off with Lanthe trying to escape the Order, and Thronos is there, and yeah, loved it. Though personally, I would have done more to Sabine than hit her in the tit, but anyway, at the same time, she's Lanthe's sister, so I get why she didn't really do more to her. Anyway, not the point. And then I read Wicked Abyss. And with Wicked Abyss, it's the first Immortals After Dark book I haven't read over and over and over again. So this one's about Cian and Lila. And this was more of a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and I really enjoyed it. It was very Beauty and the Beast, but I don't want to tell you a lot because this is like book 17 or something in the series, so things are amping up a bit. Cian is part of the Moria. One day I'm going to learn how to pronounce things, and we're all going to fall over in shock. But yeah, they're sort of on the opposite sides, and look, I really enjoyed this. It was a quick read. I actually listened to this because we had to drive like 8 hours into a small town in New South Wales, so I can't read in the car. I get quite bad motion sickness, so I was listening to this one. So I listened to this one on the way to Barradine. Yeah, listened to this on the way to Barradine and absolutely loved it. And then the last book I read in January. Now, I did have full intentions of reading Shadow's Seduction, but I went straight to Monroe because it's Monroe. I had to. What do I say about this book? It was freaking fantastic. Time travel. Kearney is strong, female. Monroe is sexy. I think McCreeve settles something that has been bothering me for a while, who is hot and hotter. According to McGreeve, he is hotter and Monroe is hot. I don't know if I agree with that after reading this, but whatever. Monroe was fantastic time travel. He's just so romantic. And I don't want to tell you anymore, but you have to read this book. So that was my January wrap up. Next month, pardon me. In February, I was thinking about doing, a mid-month wrap up and an end-of-month wrap up. But to be honest, I don't think I'm going to read that many books this month. So I'll probably just do an end-of-month wrap up for February. But maybe I'll start doing mid-month wrap ups. Anyway, let me know if you have any suggestions on how I can improve. I'd really appreciate that. I'm also thinking about doing a library tour, but I don't know what I want to do. So if you wanted to let me know what you'd prefer to see, I would really appreciate it. Do you want me to pull out each book and, go, this is this book and blah, 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 blah? I don't know how many books I own, but I have 5 of the larger Billy bookcases. So if I do that, there is a possibility it will be an extremely long video. So I don't know if I really want to pull out each individual book and mispronounce the title and author, but I'll do whatever you want, really. I think I'll do a overview of each shelf, but yeah. Anyway, let me know what you'd prefer to see. That was my January wrap up, and yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. Let me know how many books you read this month. I actually really would love to know. Yeah, thanks again, guys, and take care. Bye.